Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Payday 3 News Roundups, where we're looking at this week's developer blog. Not too much to say in it, which I feel like I say a lot, but there are a couple of things I just want to run through quickly to make sure everyone's aware. There's a confirmation that Overdrill is never happening with First World Bank in Payday 3, although a secret is going to happen. Also some talking about why there was no hotfix in November, and an official delay of Armour 2.0, as well as a new leaderboard system. We'll get through all of that very quickly in just a moment, but as always, first off, if you are new to the channel or find yourself coming back regularly, please do click subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate having you on board. And also just to everyone who responded to my statements and also video yesterday about my decision to start spreading away from Payday in 2025, doing other stuff alongside Payday content, thank you. I was really quite blown away by how many of you said you'd watch no matter what I made, and I really didn't expect that, so thank you. I know some of you will just watch Payday. That's obviously fine. I said that yesterday, but I appreciate how much consideration was given. I didn't quite expect that much would come, and I'm really grateful for it, so thank you to everyone who's been nice about it since yesterday. It means a lot. But let's go through this blog, shall we? Like I said, the first thing they lead with is this leaderboard system. So Payday 3 is getting leaderboards. There's going to be two boards, one that tracks the most kills and other the most secured bags. They want to give players a chance to measure up to their counterparts and thought it would be a good start, which gives the competitive-minded heisters in the community a goal to strive towards. The boards will be live on a dedicated website that resets every week, so there'll be 52 chances every year to rise to the top of the heisting world and get the credit that such an accomplishment deserves naturally. They hope to build on the leaderboard to let them know what you'd like to see in the future with it. You'll be able to see the top 10 players in addition to your own ranking when you check the website, and to participate, all you need to do is choose to opt into leaderboards, which you can do on their website using your Nebula ID. Now, one thing I've noticed is I've actually logged in on their website today to read the dev blog, so if I click the website thing, it actually does bring up my profile and allows me to tick these things, so I don't have to tick them if I don't want to, so I can appear on the leaderboards if I want, and if I do, I can also show my full display name. If not, it'll be partially censored so no one can see it. So that's cool. I like that. That's a good way to do it. But as it says, if everything goes to plan, you can see the leaderboards announced and running next week. So I assume when First World Bank drops, these will be live, or maybe it'll be just a couple of days afterwards. We'll see. Anyway, let's go through the very brief bits of news, like I said down here, that's worth covering. First off, they address the secret and Overdrill expectations, and I'm glad they've done this because they've summed up a few key points. First off, the secret and Overdrill are interchangeable terms, both mean the same thing when it comes to First World Bank, but there's not going to be any secret or Overdrill when First World Bank launches. It's instead coming, quote, later. We'd kind of got this hint from the dev update, but now they've actually properly said it. But the secret coming will not be Overdrill. So when they do add a secret, Overdrill won't be a part of it at all. They're going to try something new since most players only did Overdrill once, and we don't want to spend time and resources making something that isn't played. Which is fair logic. Don't get me wrong. I'm kind of sad that Overdrill won't even be a part of the new secret, even if it's only a small piece. But I can understand the logic that most players didn't do it often. I didn't do it that many times, so it does make sense. And especially without being cynical, given the news we've had in the last couple of weeks, especially knowing yesterday that a quarter of Starbreeze's devs are now working on a game that isn't even their own, I'm not really surprised they don't want to put the resources into Overdrill. It does make sense. It's better used somewhere else, like getting something like Armour 2.0 out the door. Speaking of which, first off, the November hotfix, update 1.4.3, never happened. It was supposed to fix some of the big issues from October's update, and as a lot of us know, it just never materialized. They had a lot of issues with the update, which made them delay it, and eventually bake it in with the larger update. On the upside, most of the issues are now fixed completely, so that's good. At least some of the things have been fixed, but this is just one of the things I mean, you know? People don't have a lot of faith in how often updates are going to come next year, and it's not me being cynical, it's just sharing what I'm seeing a lot on socials. I do agree with it, granted, but it is a slight fear that even hotfixes can't come out when they're supposed to, and I mean, a month later is bad enough as it is, but not at all. It's not ideal. I really hope these things get more in check and more under control going into year 2 proper. But either way, we finish off with, as I've said, the confirmation of an Armour 2.0 delay. While we're clearing stuff up, when we first announced Armour 2.0, we mentioned aiming for a December release. It is going well, but we're not quite ready to release in December, and so we're now looking at a February or March 2025 release window instead, but it's looking good. Now, I'll be honest, as Noli said, I mentioned earlier in one of his previous videos, he made a point that I'd honestly forgotten about. Starbreeze never tend to update their games in January. That's never been something they've really done very often, so it made sense the next game update was only going to be in February anyway, so it seems like either February or March is when we'll get the next game update, and I would reckon, personally, that the character pack is probably going to release alongside it, given that window, and given that they don't tend to update in January. Maybe we might get the character in February and Armour 2.0 in March, who knows, but my bets, again, smaller teams, smaller investment, plans are going to be a lot smaller going into year 2, whether they say it or not. I think it's quite clear they will be. I would expect both things to launch together in their own consolidated update. That's where I put my money, so we'll see what happens, and hopefully we'll get it sooner rather than later. But that's it, nothing else to really say, so that is all the news from this blog, and I'm going to wrap it up there. As I said, thank you to everyone for your support yesterday. It means the world to me, and I haven't mentioned it specifically, but I am going to be live on Twitch a little bit more regularly going forward. I'm trying to do stuff that isn't Payday as well as the Payday streams, because I'll kick back into Payday next week, assuming the stuttering bug is finally fixed. But I'll be live tonight playing Fortnite OG, so if that's something that interests you, feel free to come hang out, or just drop a follow and come back for another game. Up to you. But either way, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all very soon with some new content. The First World Bank update review will be out next Tuesday, and after that, I saw quite a few of you saying it, and yes, a Black Ops 6 Zombies video is very high on my priorities list, so depending on when I can get it sorted and put out, I don't know exactly how it will look. Maybe just a commentary video talking about why I like it to start with and building it from there. Who knows? But that will be coming soon after. That'll be at least one of the only ones I get out this year before we start properly exploring in 2025 what else I want to do. So look forward to that. Thank you all for watching. Take care. See you all soon.